Welcome to KSP, and we're in the VAB looking at my Minmus station, which originally was designed to go to the moon in the first place. But right now, we are going to do some tweaking and building and adjusting of this thing, and we're going to send a brand new station, just like this one, to the moon. Okay, I think it's done. Took me long enough to do. So I filled some cast bays with some goodies. I fixed the front end because I didn't like how silly it looked. I beefed up the boosters. I doubled the price. How's my crew situation? Nobody on it? Perfect. All my staging is more or less correct. Let's save it and see what happens. The worst that can happen is it blows up on a launch pad before I get it to go anywhere. But hey, that's alright. Simulation testing. Prominent air quotes, which you can't see. Well, worst that can happen is it blows up. The best thing that can happen is actually get it delivered to the moon, and then I'll have to worry about buying $462,000 worth of contracts to pay for the thing. And looks like physics have kicked in. Nothing has catastrophically failed. Do this. Okay, stage separation is good. That worked better than expected. Throttling up somewhat, about ready to do a gravity turn right about now. That's something I did not tell it to do, and that was... well, actually it seems to be behaving itself pretty well, despite not turning any gimbaling off. And that's because I'm using the arm parts, which seem to be behaved. Okay, we're going to definitely clear atmosphere with some of this left. Okay. Actually, no, I'm going to do that ascent manually. Hey, wait a minute. Here, dip. Cancel that. Because I realize I don't have full stage. I don't have everything left in the stage to do that maneuver by itself. So I'll just do the maneuver now, get rid of that fuel, and finish it up with the side engines. Don't hit me, please. Thank you. Okay. Now we can do it with those engines. So I really don't feel like having to split up a stage up. Alright, so I'm going to lose some of the Oberth effect because I'm further away from Kerbin, but that's okay. So it's looking more like an interplanetary spacecraft than it is a space station, but that's kind of just how I build things. Look at that little burn here. Perfect, huh? Yeah, I could go places with this thing. So I ended up scrapping some of the stuff I didn't like about the Minmus station. I lost the radial RCS tanks and went with a single A's RCS tank up here. Less capacity, but 5 less parts. And instead of 4 radially mounted batteries, I went with 2 of the larger KW rocketry ones, which ended up getting me more battery capacity overall. So that's a plus. So that's less parts, which I was able to afford to do more parts with. Obviously I lost the truss work that was up here for the docking clamp, because I have 6 small clamps. I have 2 itty-bitty docking clamps just for flexibility's sake, and I got a large clamp here in front. So I got lots of options to help make the station pretty cool. And since I'm going to have all this fuel here, well, that'll be good because, you know, just because fuel is good. No, not that stupid. So yes, this is what I did with Minmus Station. I just ate the cost of the thing, of the launch. Hey, I suppose what I could do, once I get this thing on station and in orbit, I could transfer fuel from one tank to another, and then I can uncover the side and everything, and once I get it parked in a good orbit. Yeah, I like that idea. We'll do that. Because I'm pretty sure this will be sucked down to at least below half, if it won't be that point already. And then I'll have all this delicious fuel for doing lunar ops. Lunar landing ops. I ended up not carrying a whole bunch of that fuel when I did the Minimus version. Whoa. You know what, we'll fix it when we get there. What could possibly go wrong with that, right? You watch, I'm gonna just slam into the moon. Oh yeah, this is awesome. No connectivity whatsoever. Just ticking our way along. This can't possibly go wrong. Nope, not at all. I'm not worried. Do I sound worried? I'm not worried. Hey, check that action out. Alright, so guess what? We're going to go radial out. You know, it's like the worst thing you can do. Did I say 10,000 or 20,000 meters, right? Too much. Yeah, no, let's click on it. There we go. And what am I doing this for? Like 100 some odd change meters per second? Easy. Perfect. Guess what, probe? Do that. Oh, we just barely set up to do the maneuver. This is me being incredibly sloppy. Of course, there's somebody's gonna watch my old videos and say, "You're like this all the time, dude." I'm like, "Shut up, you peanut gallery." No, this is just me just goofing around with it because I'm almost done with the career. 1.0 is coming. Good enough. Oh, hello. Dang it. I hit C instead of X to kill my thrust. Oh, do it again. Okay, guess what? That fixes that. My inclination is pretty much at right on the equator. I think I'll just settle for a 26,000 meter orbit. Do this burn on strictly the center engine power. It's a more efficient engine than these engines here. Although I have to burn it longer, which means it overheats, but oh well. We can trim the apoapsis down just a smidge. I can kill you, because I'm going to get rid of one of these tanks. Let you go bonk and fall off. The Kraken instantly attacks my stuff. Actually, wow, I got a lot of Delta V left in this thing. Awesome. Transfer U contents out. And then I will manually decouple you. Please don't hit me! Bonk. Okay, debris in low orbit. Okay, here we go. Moon Station is now ready to receive its first crew, and I'll get started on that on another episode.